Hello, my readers and writers. This is Mrs. Herrera. Today we're going to do an activity where you take your writing and turn it into reading. Ooh. So I'm sure you've been doing a lot of writing because you're home and maybe you're writing in a journal or just on a piece of paper, whatever. This is a great time to be writing because this is so unusual. This has never happened before. And it would be really great to record what you're thinking and what you're feeling for later. This is something you can do, though, with that writing that makes it even better for your brain on how to learn how to read. So, after you've written in your journal or your piece of paper, someone can write it again on another piece of paper for you. This might be your grown up writing it for you because they can write maybe more neatly than you can, or maybe you can write it very neat so you can read it. You have to be able to read it. And then you also write it again on an envelope. I wrote, I like to read books because I do. So then what you do is after you've written it, then your grown up can cut it for you and you read each word as they cut it. I like to read books. And then if you want to be fancy, you can cut off maybe the first letter, like the first letter in like, or the last letter, or something like that, something that you can put together later. And then this is what you do. Okay, so now that you have it, you make it so it's all facing the right way so you can see it. Okay, so now you're going to recreate it, and you can use this if you want to help you. Remember, it's I like to read books. Okay, so I like, oh, I don't see like, oh, that's right, we cut it apart. Ike. Oh, here's Ike. And when I do it, I don't want to do it like that with the big space because it's a word. You want to make it look like a word. So you put it together like a word. You want a space between your words. I like, oh gosh, I'm glad I read it again because I forgot what I was doing. I like to, aha. I like to, I like to read it again. It helps me. I like to, what do I like to do? Oh, read. I like to read. I like to read. Oh, yeah, books. I like to read books. And now I have to check it. I like to read books. I like to read books. Oh, yep, I did it. So now I can put it in my envelope. And then later, if I want to, I can pull it back out, dump it back out. I can recreate it again using my thing to help me. And you could even glue it back into another book. Like sometimes what I'll do is I'll take some blank paper and I fold it in half and staple it like a book. And then I take my cut up sentences and I glue them together in order and I make sure it's right. I check it. I glue it and then you can draw a picture underneath. And then you can even use this envelope again. You could just cross off this part and then you're ready to write the new sentence right underneath it. And you could do the whole process again. That way, it's almost like you have a journal that you get to read and write and you can keep it forever. How exciting! All right, enjoy.